everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Penny. I'm a master esthetician in Portland, Oregon. Today I just wanted to come on here and do an unboxing. I ordered a new Dr. Pen A6. Now I also did order the A7 and I'm just waiting on that to show up. But I already owned the A6 from Dr. Pen and I ended up giving it away to a friend in a care package, I don't know, a month or two ago. And I decided to order another one because I think that I need to have it at home, so I'm not carting my microneedling pen from work, or pens, I have a couple, back and forth. So I ordered myself another one and I thought that I would open it with you for those of you who are curious about this and what it actually looks like, what comes in the box, all of that stuff. Then I thought that I would show you basically the few things that if you're going to order the A6 or possibly the A7, the few things that you could order along with it that would make for the perfect kind of like starter kit. So let's open this up. It just comes in here with a little bit of bubble wrap like that. And this is what the box looks like, the outside of the box. And then this is also wrapped in plastics. We'll get in here. And inside this box is a case. Now this particular one came with some cartridges. Setting aside all of the cartridges that come with it, you see it is, here's the pen, here is a charging cord, and then there are 2 batteries in here. You also get a little kind of pamphlet with this. It's pretty handy, you guys. It actually breaks down the pen, its components, kind of a little bit of instruction. It tells you about what you get in the box. It also breaks down the different cartridges that you could use, and then it gives you instructions written and pictures along with just some other things that you can do. Tells you how to operate here, specification, maintenance, warranty information, all of that stuff is included in this. So this is definitely something that I suggest keeping. I'm even going to keep this. I think it's a great thing to have. In fact, the little box that comes inside the box, I'm just going to keep my pen in there this time. I didn't last time. Last time I tossed all this stuff. But I'm going to keep this inside of here like that with my pen, the batteries, the charger, all of that stuff. That's how I'm going to keep this. So let's go through this. First of all, it comes like this, you guys. It has the cover on it. You can see it's like this. This is so that you can actually plug it into, you can see that with the cord, it actually fits right into there. So I could plug it into the wall, and it does come obviously with this. It's a USB. You can plug it right into the wall, right? Okay, so that's one way to do it. This is a cover and it actually comes off of the pen. I just dropped that cover. And you have 2 batteries that come in the box. They look like this. Okay, so those are the 2 batteries. And then this is the charger. So the charger has this little chip. You can see that's the charger. So what you want to do is when you first get your pen, if you want to use it cordless, you're going to put the charger onto one of the batteries. Then you're going to plug it into the wall and let this charge up. I like to charge both the batteries so that they're both full, but just know that you can also use it plugged into the wall, which is kind of nice. So charge up both of your batteries, and then you can, when your battery is charged, you can put the battery right onto the pen like that, and then this will be cordless. Now let's see if they have any charge in the battery. So yeah, the battery did not come charged at all. So you need to charge the battery when you first get it. So I can show you on the pen, if you look really closely, let me get as close as I can, you will see little numbers here, right? So those are millimeters. Okay, so as you turn this, you can see there's a little arrow that's going to indicate where you are as far as your needle depth. So you're going to want to turn this, and as you turn it, you choose the depth that you want to go. So for example, if I would like mine to be at 0.75, then I've got my little arrow right at 0.75. I hope you guys can see that. Got my arrow right at 0.75. If I wanted to drop it down to 0.5, I just turn it. Now it's pointed right at 0.5. That's how I decide the depths for this little guy. Now I'm gonna just waste one of these because I wanna show you. This particular one came with 36 needle. It also came with a 12 needle, and you can see it's right on the outside of the package, 12 needle. This one says 36 needle right here. Now, typically I recommend people go with 12 or 9 because I feel like as you get into the higher needle numbers, you just have less control. You're putting more channels down at once. So I recommend 9 and 12. That's what I actually use in office. However, that said, 36 needle, there's nothing wrong with it. If you want to use it, you certainly can. It's just remember that you have less control. You're putting down a lot of channels all at once. But if you're really experienced microneedle, you've been doing this for a long time, and these are what you have, then you can probably use your judgment and use a 36 needle. But like I said, I use 9 and 12 in office pretty much exclusively. I never use 36 on myself or on someone else. So that said, I'm going to waste one of these 36 and show you. So they all come, obviously they are packaged and they are sterile. So you're gonna open up the package and get your cartridge out. And the way that they fit into the pen is pretty simple. So at the end of the pen, there's a little hole, and there is a corkscrew on the cartridge, and it literally is going to go in, and you're going to click it into place. It doesn't actually click. You can feel it kind of lock into place. And then it is on the pen. Now, if the battery were charged, I could turn it on with this little button right here, and you can adjust the speeds. I like to move at the higher speed. I feel like I get less drag that way. But again, if you want to go lower speeds, lower pins, just a little bit more control, and that's okay too. Now, on this pen, if I wanted to use it right out of the box, I can take the battery off, put my cover back on, and I will tell you guys, sometimes these are kind of sticky. You got to get the threading just right. I'm going to put this into the USB. I'm going to plug this in. So you press and hold that down, and you should see a light. Now, if I keep pushing this, you can hear it. That's the pen moving faster. Okay, so let's count how many times you can move it faster. That's the slowest. That'll be what it's on when you first turn it on. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times. So you can increase the speed 4 times. So just go with what you're most comfortable with. Then if you press and hold, turns it off again. So that's the basics of this little Dr. Pen A6. Like I said, I have had this one, you guys, for quite a while. I use it at home. These cartridges are interchangeable. You can get them in nano. You can get them in, like I said, the 12 and the 9. And then the pen is how you decide how deep you're going to take those cartridges, how deep you're going to take the needles. With the nano, I never go deeper than 0.25. So just know that. That's how the setting for a nano. But yeah, I actually have had great success with these at home. I found it to be a really reliable and great at-home option because I'm not using it on people every single day, all day long. I'm only using it on myself intermittently by the week for nano and cosmetic needling, and then once a month for my medical needling, and that pen was fantastic. I'm excited to get the A7, so definitely watch for that. I'm going to do a side-by-side comparison, and then, you guys, I am going to do a full protocol on my face for you guys so that you can see, and then I'm also going to do a full protocol for the neck and the décolleté, and I will do a full protocol for the hands. All of those videos are in the works, and I'm going to do them with both the A6 and the A7 so you guys can see the pens in action. I will say, because I've gotten this question quite a bit, if you already own the A6, I do not think you need to buy the A7. But if you have purchased the A6 anytime in the last year, I don't think you're going to need the A7. I bought it just for, so that I could do some comparisons, so that I could show you guys the differences and that kind of stuff. But just from reading the specs, if you don't already own a pen, maybe, yeah, the A7 is what you want to get. But if you already own the A6, it's pretty unlikely that I'm going to tell you, even after I do the comparison, that I think you need to buy a new pen. Just putting that out there. Now, if you wanted to get started and you want kind of a starter kit, you can get your A6 or your A7. You can also get some numbing. This is just 5% lidocaine. There's a couple different versions of this. I like this one. I like the consistency. This is my second little jar. It's kind of like a gel-ish cream. Works really well, works really fast. It's lidocaine. I use that. And then also the Cause de Baja hyaluronic acid. Definitely love that. It is inexpensive. It's a high molecular weight hyaluronic acid. It's perfect for slip with the pen because you do need slip with the pen. And then another thing you can get is the kiwi seed oil. This is super inexpensive, you guys, should not cost you a lot of money, is really great for the days following a microneedling session. You can start with just those things. You don't need a bunch of other things. The only other thing that I would recommend getting is alcohol wipes. And you can get those at your local CVS, at Walgreens. Of course, you can order them on Amazon. Those are just the extra step after you remove your numbing cream. You want to cleanse your skin and swab it down with alcohol before you start in with your hyaluronic acid and your needling session, just to make sure that the surface of your skin is completely clean and prepared for the needling session. So that is the unboxing of the Dr. Pen A6. I hope that this is helpful for somebody out there that is considering this. Like I said, it's been a great pen for me at home. And considering the fact that I think it was $140 or $50, and the pens that I have in office, you guys, are between $1,000, $2,000, and $3,000. So definitely I'm impressed with this for at home use. So I hope that this was helpful. I hope you guys are having a great day. Definitely look out for those microneedling videos coming. I'm working on them diligently, and they will be out in the next 2 weeks. So subscribe to this channel if you're interested in more microneedling content. I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I will talk to you again very, very soon.